The concept of the power and drama of historic courtroom trials encompasses the intense and often theatrical nature of legal proceedings that have captivated public attention throughout history. These trials are not just legal processes. They are dramatic narratives that reflect societal values, challenge legal doctrines, and highlight the human condition. The power in these trials lies in their ability to influence public opinion, shape legal precedents, and sometimes even alter the course of history. The drama emerges from the intense emotions, high stakes, and unpredictable outcomes that characterize these courtroom battles, where brilliant legal minds, persuasive rhetoric, and intricate evidence are on display. The significance of this point relative to the main topic, captivating courtrooms, is profound. Historic trials have served as microcosms of their times, highlighting issues such as justice, morality, and human rights. They are often touchstones for societal reflection and reform, transcending the legal community and impacting culture and politics. Two notable examples illustrate the power and drama of such trials. First, the trial of O.J. Simpson in the mid-1990s captivated the world with its celebrity intrigue, racial tensions, and media frenzy. It showcased the intersection of race, wealth, and justice in America, prompting widespread debate about the fairness of the legal system. Second, the Nuremberg Trials after World War II were pivotal in establishing accountability for war crimes, setting precedents for international law, and highlighting the collective demand for justice post-atrocities. These trials were not merely about individual guilt, but about declaring and cementing global values of human rights. Opinions supporting the dramatic nature of these trials often emphasize their educational value, arguing that they bring legal concepts into public discourse and make abstract principles tangible. However, potential challenges and controversies include the risk of sensationalism overshadowing justice, where media coverage can bias public and juror perceptions, risking unfair outcomes. This point connects with other aspects of the main topic by setting the stage for how trials can seize worldwide attention and lead to broader discussions on legal ethics, media influence, and societal values. Understanding this power and drama helps contextualize the broader themes of captivating courtrooms, as these trials often serve as pivotal moments for reflection and reform, shaping both legal landscapes and societal norms. Famous trials. Throughout history, a global perspective refers to the examination of landmark legal cases across different countries and eras. These trials are notable for their societal impact, representing moments when legal frameworks, cultural values, and public opinion intersect dramatically. The significance of studying these trials lies in their ability to illuminate shifts in legal principles, human rights, and social justice. Understanding famous trials globally offers insights into how law and society influence each other and highlights the shared human experience in the pursuit of justice. Two prominent examples come to mind. The trial of Socrates in ancient Athens, where the philosopher was accused of corrupting youth and impiety, represented a pivotal moment for intellectual freedom. Socrates' subsequent trial and execution raised questions about free speech and democratic governance, themes that still persist today. Another example is the Nuremberg Trials after World War II. These trials were seminal as they established a precedent for handling war crimes, introducing principles of international law and justice that echo in modern tribunals, like those for the Rwandan genocide. Supporters of studying such trials suggest that they are crucial for understanding societal values and legal principles over time. These cases often act as bellwethers for societal change, providing insights into how laws evolve in response to shifting moral and ethical standards. Critics, however, argue that the dramatization and sensationalism often associated with famous trials can overshadow the legal principles at stake, reducing complex judicial processes to mere spectacle. One major challenge associated with viewing trials through a global lens is the varying legal systems and cultural contexts. What might be seen as just in one jurisdiction could be perceived as unjust in another, making it crucial to approach each case with cultural sensitivity and historical context in mind. Additionally, controversial outcomes or perceived miscarriages of justice can polarize public opinion, as seen in trials like those of Oscar Wilde or Dreyfus in France, leading to debates about bias, fairness, and transparency. These trials influence the broader topic of captivating courtrooms by underscoring the role of the legal system in societal dynamics. They remind us that the courtroom is not merely a venue for litigating laws, but a stage where the hopes, fears, and values of society are played out. By examining these cases, we not only gain insight into the past, but also better understand the forces shaping modern legal landscapes and social consciousness. The concept of media's role in captivating courtroom dramas delves into how media coverage can significantly influence public perception and the outcome of high-profile legal cases. Media in this context refers to various platforms, including television, print, online journalism, and social media, which work together to disseminate details of courtroom proceedings to a global audience. The media's portrayal of these trials can amplify public interest, turning legal battles into spectacles followed with almost addictive attention. The significance of this point within the topic of captivating courtrooms is profound. High-profile trials often include elements of human drama that captivate audiences, but it is the media that feeds this interest, shaping narratives and forming societal opinions. This can lead to public debates on legal and ethical issues that arise from these trials, while also reflecting broader societal trends and tensions. Consequently, the media magnifies these trials' impact on public discourse, making them not just legal milestones, but cultural phenomena. Two notable examples illustrate this impact. First, the O.J. Simpson trial in the mid-1990s was a textbook example of media's pervasive influence. The trial was broadcast live, with networks providing wall-to-wall coverage. This unprecedented media attention not only turned the courtroom into a stage, but also highlighted issues of race, celebrity, and legal ethics, deeply affecting public sentiment. Another example is the trial of Casey Anthony in 2011, which became a media sensation largely due to its dramatic elements and the extensive media coverage that painted varying perceptions of guilt or innocence, often swaying public opinions based on media narratives rather than courtroom facts. While many appreciate the media's role in raising awareness and providing transparency, there are significant challenges and controversies. Critics argue that excessive media coverage can lead to trial by media, where parties involved are judged in the court of public opinion rather than the court of law. This can compromise the fairness of the proceedings, impact jury impartiality, and sometimes lead to sensationalism overshadowing justice. There are also alternative viewpoints that question whether media exposure truly informs the public or rather distorts realities for entertainment value. In conclusion, the media's role in captivating courtroom dramas interlinks with the broader societal implications of these trials. By influencing public perception and engaging a global audience, the media can elevate the importance of legal proceedings beyond their immediate outcomes, prompting wider discussions about justice, celebrity, and the power of narrative. The concept of the legal system, how high-profile trials impact public perception, delves into the influential role that sensational courtroom dramas play in shaping societal views about justice, fairness, and the legal process. This heading addresses how widely publicized trials can skew public understanding and influence opinion directly and indirectly. When trials are intensely covered by the media, they often morph into spectacles that capture global attention, sometimes overshadowing the nuanced intricacies of the legal processes at play. The significance of this point is profound within the realm of captivating courtrooms, trials that grip the world and their verdicts, because public perception can greatly affect not only the involved parties, but also the broader legal landscape. High-profile trials can highlight systemic flaws or strengths in the justice system, influencing public trust or skepticism. Furthermore, they can drive conversations around legal reforms or societal issues reflected in the courtroom drama. Two notable examples underscore this impact. The O.J. Simpson trial in the 1990s served as a pivotal moment in American society, highlighting racial tensions and disparities within the legal system. The intensive media coverage and the emotionally charged public response illustrated how different communities could perceive legal proceedings in starkly contrasting ways. Another example is the recent trial of British socialite Ghislaine Maxwell, which carried implications for the #MeToo movement and human trafficking awareness. The public perception was significantly molded by widespread media narratives, bringing attention to the intricacies of prosecuting cases involving powerful individuals. Supporters of this view argue that high-profile trials serve a purpose by broadening the public's understanding of justice and democracy, often prompting discussions about race, gender, and power dynamics in society. However, challenges arise when media coverage becomes sensationalized, prioritizing entertainment over factual reporting. This can lead to misinterpretations, trial by media, and undue influence on juror opinions, potentially jeopardizing the fairness of the trial. Critics suggest that the intense focus on particular elements of a trial might overlook underlying issues, such as systemic inequality. Ultimately, the relationship between high-profile trials and public perception is a double-edged sword. It can spark necessary discourse, but also engender controversy and divisiveness. This dynamic connects deeply to the main topic by emphasizing that while such trials grip the world with their dramatic narratives, they also wield a substantial influence over public conceptions of justice and the integrity of the legal system.